USS Chester USS Chester, CS-1, CL-1 of the United States Navy was the first scout cruiser, CS built for the Navy. In 1920, she was reclassified as a light cruiser, CL. She was launched on the 26th of June 1907, by Bath Iron Works, Bath, Maine, sponsored by Miss D.W. Sproul, and commissioned on the 25th of April 1908. She was named in honor of Chester, Pennsylvania, in July 1928. Long since decommissioned, her name was changed to USS York, in honor of York, Pennsylvania. Pre-World War I, edit, up to 1914, edit, in the period prior to World War I, Chester operations included training activities off the East Coast and in the Caribbean, participation in the fleet reviews of February 1909, October 1912, and May 1915, and many duties of a diplomatic nature. She carried a congressional committee on a tour of North Africa in 1909, and the next year, joined in a special South American cruise commemorating the 100th anniversary of the first autonomous government of Buenos Aires, Argentina. As American interests in the Caribbean were threatened by internal political changes in several nations, Chester patrolled off Mexico, Santo Domingo, and Haiti, and transported a Marine occupation force in 1911. Later that year, she carried men and stores to the steam patrol yacht Scorpion, stationed ship at the then Austrian port of Trieste, returning to Boston with the American consul at Tripoli. In April 1912, Chester and her sister the Salem were ordered by the United States Navy to escort the Cunard liner Carpathia back to New York City, after she had picked up the survivors from the sinking of the RMS Titanic. After a period in reserve from the 15th of December 1911 to the 5th of November 1913, Chester returned to duty in the Gulf of Mexico guarding American citizens and property during the Revolution in Mexico. 1914, edit, in early 1914, Chester played a significant role in the United States occupation of Veracruz. On the 2nd of January 1914, Chester was off Gulfport, Mississippi. Aboard her, President Woodrow Wilson held a conference with John Lind, his personal envoy for Mexican affairs. Note: at that time, there was no U.S. ambassador to Mexico. President Wilson had appointed Nelson O'Shaughnessy as charge d'affaires ad interim before Mexican President Victoriano Huerta. Wikisource has original text related to this article. Report of action, USS Chester, Veracruz, April 21 to 22, 1914. On the 21st of April, just after 8 o'clock hours, immediately upon receipt of orders to seize Custom House at Veracruz, Admiral Frank F. Fletcher directed Admiral Henry T. Mayo to send him the scout cruiser Chester from Tampico. Eventually, a fleet of at least 7 ships left Tampico for Veracruz that day. Around midnight, on a moonless night, Chester was the second ship to arrive at Veracruz after San Francisco. Her captain, William A. Moffett, had held the Chester at her top speed of 21 knots since leaving Tampico, ignoring the protests of her anguished engines. Nearing port, Moffett established radio contact with the Prairie. Fletcher warned him that the harbor lights were out, which would make navigating the 86-foot-wide passage between the breakwaters into the inner harbor a hazardous undertaking. When Moffett asked for instructions, however, Fletcher left the matter to his discretion. If he wished, he could wait outside the breakwater until dawn. Moffett chose to run straight in, bringing the Chester through the narrow opening in a breathtaking display of seamanship and nerve. He dropped anchor at the Sanitary Wharf at 05 hours. From the Prairie, Fletcher signaled, "Well done, 9, for this action." Moffett was awarded the Medal of Honor. On the 22nd of April, around 3 o'clock hours, Chester's battalion landed at Pier 4. On the morning of the 22nd of April, around 8:30 and 9 o'clock hours, the guns of Chester were decisive in supporting the successful land attack on the southeastern sector of Veracruz, shelling the Naval Academy and other buildings in the area. The Chester transport. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Hit the notification to be updated for another upload video. Goodbye, take care.